we've seen that the NHS is just a bottomless money pit. Rachel Reeves already gave it something like 29 billion extra in real terms over the course of this Parliament, but nothing seems good enough for the NHS. It keeps coming back for more and more and more. And I think what's particularly frustrating about this ask is that a lot of the extra costs they're saying were incurred by the strikes. This was after doctors were already given an enormous pay rise and went on strike nonetheless for extra money. I think it just proves that there's no amount of money that will ever satisfy the NHS. I think, as we say, Rachel Reeves has got her budget. She's got this huge black hole to fill. She needs to be looking for productivity gains, not just more money. We need to be making the service more efficient, and we need to be getting more for our money.
What do you think, Michael? Is it throwing good money after bad?
No, I mean, I really object to the idea that it's a bottomless pit, because this money is being spent on doctors and nurses and equipment. And we don't actually spend that much on the NHS compared to other countries. So at the moment, much of Europe, France, Germany, they spend 12% of GDP. We spend 11% of GDP. So the idea that we're spending above the odds for the NHS is just untrue. We have an ageing population. We are going to continually have to spend more and more on the NHS. I think the issue is that we need politicians to be honest about that and say we are going to have to keep spending more and more every year on the NHS. That's just the reality, which means we are going to have to increase taxes.
But I think that's the reality of the socialist model we have of the NHS. You mentioned France, it's got a social insurance model. There are other models of funding that we could have, which involves more private sector funding, more of people paying their own money for appointments and so on. And these systems across the world get better outcomes than the NHS. You're right that we don't spend so much money per head, but we have considerably worse outcomes than many other comparable systems. I think we do need to get rid of this socialist model, because ultimately, when you have a sort of set a supply that is determined by the state, the only way you can handle demand is through rationing.